Hello and welcome to Total Party Crit. I am your dungeon master, Dengle.
I'm Fela. I play Esther Feldman. She is also known by the title of Greystrike.
So, hi, my name is Buttons. I am playing Lady Diana Lynette Isadora Bourget.
So I'm Navar. I'm playing Force Gem Jar.
Hi everyone, I'm Gosia, and I am playing Indigo Inc.
I'm Rooster. I'll play Egan.
Now, let's get rolling.
Hello and welcome back. Just a few announcements before we start rolling tonight. First, we are now on podcasts. Find us by searching Total Party Crit on Spotify, Anchor, iHeartRadio, Castbox, and Google Podcasts. We have also partnered with Dice Legion. Using the link in our link tree where you watch or listen to us, get 10% off of some great dice. This helps us and Dice Legion, who is a small business, but more importantly, it helps you, our listeners. And it always is great to help out small businesses. Thank you for your continued support. And now a short recap from our last game. Our group was left in the desert alone. S found them and helped bring them back to civilization. Not long after that, everyone got arrested, and after spending a month in jail, the group broke out and escaped the dungeon. Once free, S expressed concern for her family, and so everyone set sail to her homeland, but ran into many issues along the way. Finally, though we made it back just in time to find her hometown much, much worse than she left it. But on the last episode, we went to a grand opening of a party, and as we left to go back to our inn for the night, Jokon followed us, and Egan was hit with a fireball. Okay, sounds we're recording.
All right.
All right, it's catching it in the file, so we're good, I guess.
Yeah, that is good. We left off when Jokon firebolted Egan, yes? Roll initiative. Please.
I mean, that's one way to start a game.
Go 6.
Me too.
I can't math. 16 plus 6 is what, 20? 22? No. Yeah, 22.
All right.
Do you want me to roll for dice?
No, I got it.
Buttons can't mate? Oh, then never mind.
We're good. Trust me. We're good.
You're on the ball.
Sure, we'll go with that. So Indigo, you, unsurprisingly, are first.
Unsurprisingly. Okay, well, yeah, it looks like I am within 30 feet, and if I remember correctly, Ez is also within 5 feet, so I can run up, attack twice, and get my sneak attack damage. So, as I run up, I reach down into my boots, pull out my 2 daggers, and I will attack. First attack will miss, and second attack will crit with the 19, the keen dagger.
Okay. What was the first? What was the first one? Just out of curiosity.
It was a natural 4 for a total of, what is that? +9, so 13 on
Okay, 13 will hit.
Oh, 13 will hit. Oh snap! I shouldn't have doubted myself. Okay, well then.
No armor. So.
Right, no armor. So that is only 7 damage on that one. And then I'm gonna do my sneak damage on the crit, if you don't mind.
It's technically supposed to be the first one, but that'll be nice.
Oh, thank you. That is... Yeah, I get to... No, I don't get to add damage to the second one, so that's 3 basic damage. And then 10 sneak damage. Oh, doubled. Double dice or just double what I rolled?
Double dice.
Double dice. Okay, well then 5 full damage on the keen dagger, then 10 and 12, so 22.
Okay.
That is Indigo's turn.
All right. So the person that got firebolted was Egan, and Egan is up next. So let's see exactly what he likes to do in retaliation.
Knowing he likes fire, I'm not going to give it to him. So I'm going to cast spiritual weapon right behind him.
Okay.
Bear with me. I lost my button. There it is. For 10.
That will miss.
Let's have him do a wisdom save 16 for Toll the Dead.
All right. Let's see how this goes. I got an 11.
Cool. Ooh, pretty good. 16 damage. Is this corner? I'm sorry, go ahead.
He definitely didn't enjoy that. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's necrotic, if that matters. Is that corner gone out of that building, sure enough?
No, but the corner is actually there, so you can hide behind it.
Yeah, I want to get some distance between me and my friends for just no reason.
That seems about right. All right, so it is Clank's turn. Clank, seeing Egan kind of get hurt a little bit, he's like, I got you, buddy, and he kind of runs over, and he'll cast Cure Wounds on you.
Thanks, dude.
And you will get 9 hit points back. Jokon dislikes the fact that there are multiple people in front of him. I'll tell you that much right now. So Jokon decides I need Indigo, Esther, and Jork. Jork doesn't matter. Indigo and Esther. Make a Constitution save, please.
I told you my rolls are going to be fantastic tonight. I rolled a 15.
Indigo rolled a dirty 20.
So Indigo takes half.
Oh, wait. Is this a magic effect?
This is.
I'm sorry, is it a spell?
is Thunder Step.
Okay. I have advantage on saves cast by creatures within 5 feet of me because I think that's Mage Slayer.
Yes. So go ahead and roll again. Hopefully.
Oh, good. I rolled a 13 and I have a 9, 22.
Okay. So both of you take 9 damage, and that's already halved. As
Can
the Thunder
I-
Steps away.
Okay, sorry. Can I rogue stuff that for no damage?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Can I Mage Slayer him?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Is she wearing... She's probably not wearing it. I don't know if I'll have time as a reaction to put the gauntlets on, will I?
I will say once you saw him, you put them on.
Okay.
Like, all right, come on.
Cool. Let's... Nope.
Would you roll?
I rolled a 4. I have a +6 on them. That's my 4th time rolling a 4 tonight.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's gonna miss just a little bit. But it's okay. Because basically just got all up in Forrest's grill. He doesn't really have a good bonus action either, so that's a positive part. It's Diana's turn. Diana says, I dislike this, and she's going to disengage before trying to run over to Jorik. That's as far as she can get, though. Forrest, it is your turn.
I'm gonna pull out my mace and charge him.
Okay, yeah, he's standing right in front of you.
I'm gonna hit him right in the shin.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a 4.
That will miss. Unfortunately. Bonus action? Do you have one that you want to cast, or you good? Yes, no? No?
No.
Okay, cool. Esther. Please
Esther
roll higher than the 4.
is going to get really, really mad. And I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Can I make it to him?
Yes, barely.
40 feet of movement.
And you'd be in perfect spot to flank with Forrest, so you both get a +2 to hit.
Okay. Roll the 1.
Okay. You are. Hold on. You trip and twist your ankle. Your speed is halved for the next round.
Yep.
It's not like you're gonna move, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yep.
You got anything else that you'd like to do? You got a second attack?
I guess technically I do. Guess what I rolled?
A 2 or a 4. Really?
I rolled another 1.
Okay, this time you're fine.
I think some dice need to go into dice jail. Just throwing that out there.
Yep.
Yep, they're going right into dice jail. I'm sure. Feeling. We're going back to the top. Indigo.
All right. I don't think I can get close enough.
Yeah, you can.
I only have 30 movement.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh, I can get right beside him? Cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little bit further. But if you're saying I can, I'll definitely do it. Okie doker already jokers. Well, then let's attack twice.
All right.
Okay, that's probably not going to hit. That's a 10.
No, 10's gonna miss.
And I rolled 2 3s. That's another 10. So, yep, I try and he's just dodging away. Ploop, ploop. Dance, dance.
Y'all are rolling great tonight, aren't you? Egan, please save your comrades.
All right, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm going to move my virtual weapon 20 foot towards him, which I don't think gets there.
Not quite.
And I think let me go with guiding bolt, 3rd level.
Okay.
15 to hit.
15 will hit.
25 damage radiant, and he's lit up like a Christmas tree for Diana, I guess.
It actually is Clank's turn.
Okay, I'm also going to move again to about here.
Okay. So circling around to the well
Yep.
behind everybody else. All right. Clank is going to actually just kind of spin around and point his finger and like, I learned this sort of, and he's gonna produce a spectral hand, and we'll try to do chill touch, and will hit. For 9 damage, which is pretty damn good. Fine. And then he's going to give Esther Bardic Inspiration.
What words of wisdom does Clank have for me?
Kill that bastard, please! Speaking of that bastard, he's gonna turn around and brandish an itty bitty dagger and just kind of stare at Esther. I'm like, I really didn't want to do this, but okay. And he's going to try to stab. 13 misses.
Yes.
Okay. And then he is going to use some sorcery points. See here. This is 10-foot radius, so... Oh, look at that. Forrest, Indigo, and Esther. Can I please get a Constitution save? DC is 17.
I got a 12.
This is a spell, if that helps.
Constitution, you said?
Yes.
14.
My first roll was a 5. My second one was a 7. New dice set, by the way.
Yeah, so that doesn't help at all. Got it. We got a 15. And then we got a... Indigo got a...
14.
Yeah, that's fail, and Forrest got a...
12.
Yeah, so that's 3 fails. So, each of you will take 14 necrotic damage.
Oh, but I am resistant to necrotic damage now. Thank you, Masquerader. And can I still No, I can't uncanny dodge. That's...
However, S can use her Mage Slayer. if you want to.
I do. I was just trying to do math. So it was how much damage? 14?
14, yes.
Okay. Well, fuck. I rolled a 13, so at least I can do something. Jesus. Am I adding strength to this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Plus your 2 from raging.
Right. So 3... 9.
All right. That's not bad. You clock him square in the jaw, and he kind of smiles a little bit. There's a little trickle.
Wait. I'm raging, so I get my goddamn divine fury.
Yes, you do.
3.
All right. The little trickle of blood, little burn mark on his cheek, and he just kind of smiles. Huh. You've learned a little bit more. Diana, at this point, will kind of tend to Jorik, which is currently passed out on the ground. Just make sure that he's stable. Forrest, it is your turn.
I'm going to bring my mace right down on the right at the bottom of his back.
Okay.
18.
18 will hit.
For 3 damage.
3 damage, got it. You smack him square in the side. You hear a little bit of a thwack, but not really anything more, and he kind of just turns around and I'll get to you. Esther, it is your actual turn.
Gonna fucking punch him.
Would you like a reckless attack?
Yes.
Since regular attacks aren't working.
Yes, I would. That's advantage, right? And he
Yes.
gets advantage against me?
Yes.
That's the 6th 4 of the night. My first one was a 2.
That's wonderful.
And I have a +6.
Alright. What's your second attack? We'll forget that one even happened.
Another goddamn 2. 3rd dice set of the night, by the way.
Yeah, that one's still reckless as well. So.
Yep. Four. Different dice
would you
tray.
like to use that bardic inspiration.
The D4, right?
Yes.
Roll the 2.
Okay. You hit.
That
One of those
7th
two.
4 was in a different dice tray, too, by the way.
Yes.
'Kay.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
So, yeah, you definitely hit. Again,
Okay.
square in the nose this time.
Yep. 9, 10, 11. Okay, hang on. So I rolled a 4, 5 strength, that's 9. Raging
Plus
is
two.
+2, so that's 11.
Plus your D4.
Right, No, that's a D6.
Oh, D6.
Which I rolled a 5 +2, so 7.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, like once I can
Oh.
hit, I can do some damage, even with a puny D4 dice.
Yes. So yeah, square in the nose, you hear kind of gross sounding crunch, And he just kind of stares you square in your face.
She'll just stare back angrily.
And he says something in Infernal. Can I get you to make me a dex save?
Yep.
You
This
would
we
have
Nope.
advantage.
No. No, I would not. Last game, she was drunk. And I got disadvantage on deck saves.
That's right. I was trying to help.
At least it's a straight roll.
Why would I have advantage? Oh, right, because spells. Right.
Yes. And your barbarian thing.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. What's your health looking like, just out of curiosity?
It's at 56.
Okay, it's at 36.
Oh, wait. Are you no, never mind. This isn't physical shit. It's at what now?
36 now. As
Cool.
you take 20 fire damage.
Cool.
All right.
She will flinch back, actually, heavily.
Indigo.
Okay.
Please hit him.
I'm hoping. Keen Dagger out. Attacking with that one first. That is a natural 10 for a crap ton. 19 total.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage on that. Just right now.
For sure. Oops, that's cocked. Sorry. Okay, that is. I only rolled a 1, so that's 7 damage. And
Okay,
then.
that's enough.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough for what happens. You thrust the dagger out and you just hit him square in the chest, and your hand goes through the chest. And for whatever reason, your arm feels really cold.
Son of a bitch.
Pull it back out, and the body starts to melt. And you just get this eerie laugh as it melts. Once the body is actually gone, there is a note laying there that just says, Esther and friends.
Indigo will pick it up. Son of a business.
The
He
minute
just ran off.
Ez realizes that he's not whatever, can she make it to Yorick
Yes.
with an action to spare?
Yes.
Cure wounds.
Okay. He is back conscious.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter about the actual number of hit points.
Yeah.
He stirs back, coughing, and very loudly exclaims, "My ears are ringing!"
I'm gonna give Esther a second level cure wounds too. For 16.
She doesn't even acknowledge anything else.
York looks at Esther and says, "Are you okay?"
She's just gonna give him a big hug. Probably close to crying at this point.
Can I cast lesser restoration on York to help him with his ears?
It won't actually do anything. It's just temporary tinnitus.
Okay.
However you can do a flavor one. Indigo, what are you doing with that letter, just out of curiosity?
First they will tuck their daggers back into their boots and then put up the letter.
Okay. I should be really, really mean, but
Mm-hmm.
Rooster and I went over this, and technically that would not work.
Darn.
But you open the letter, and inside it reads, Miss Esther Feldman, thank you for taking care of my former experiment. However, our meeting will have to be delayed until further notice. This is just to test your abilities and make sure that you're actually worthy of the hunt that we have engaged in. Please accept my apologies for not actually being in your presence. However, I promise you, we will meet one day and we will settle whatever vendetta you have against me. Until further notice, Jokon.
Or so Indigo reads. Told you, this guy's a jackernape. I think everybody in the crown is a jackernape.
At this point, Yorick's up on his feet and he's like sort of trying to help, thinking he's helping. Like bandage people up. And you hear another set of boots coming from one of the side alleys.
Indigo.
Gonna turn with my fists up. Just be ready.
I think it might be guards, actually. Let's just get off to the side.
No, you turn, and you see a man in his late 30s. He's got a bit of a goatee. He's got black hair. He's got a couple scars inside his head. Kind of salt and pepper looking. Looks very, very weathered. When he steps out, and he's like, I'm not a threat, I promise. Are you? And he goes up to Egan, Forrest, Indigo, and Diana. Like, are you? And he names out your names, your full names.
Who's asking?
He kind of lowers or raises his head, and you see that it's actually Gareth.
Oh, Gareth. Long time no see. What's up?
What the fuck happened?
Jokon? He's a jackernape.
No, I'm saying, and he just kind of like throws his hands up. This.
Oh. Yeah, we're in a parallel universe, it would seem.
How does that even happen?
I don't.
You want something? I don't care. I don't care.
Apparently some of us have doubles. I don't. Ez does it because she's from this timeline, universe, this parallel existence. Everybody else has doubles. I don't. If I remember correctly, me and you are kind of racial cousins. So maybe you don't have one either. I don't quite know how that works.
He just kind of stares at you and is like, I was your boss. That's all I was.
Yes, I know that, but if I remember correctly, didn't I once see you change forms just a little bit?
I don't know what you're talking about. And then he turns to S and is like, I apologize. I don't believe we've met. My name is Gareth Gorton.
As she said, my name is Esther.
It's nice to meet you. If you're friends of theirs, I will assume that you're friends of mine. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I don't like it. Have any of you seen Rogan?
Last we saw him, he was in the desert. Just kind of left, right?
Wonderful. Very well. We probably should get somewhere more secure, just saying. Is there anywhere that we can go to talk that isn't super conspicuous, rather than a dead, empty street in the middle of the night?
That just
We have
had
an
fire
inn.
going off in it.
Bet you.
Yes, fire. Multiple fires. That's how I found you, actually. Which I'm surprised it wasn't Egan doing.
I always start fires when they're necessary. I mean, I enjoy it, but only when they're necessary.
Right. Anyway, let's head back to the inn. I'm sure there's plenty to discuss.
It would seem.
And quietly, I assume, unless you all are wanting to talk, you head back to the inn.
Back to the inn quietly.
Once you get back there is a bit of a party going on. Apparently, it is somebody's bachelor party that night. Lots of drunk people, very loud. So, good news, whatever you discuss is probably going to be muffled and hard to hear. However, unfortunately, it's going to be muffled and hard to hear. Jork kind of excuses himself.
Is Fargus downstairs?
Fargus is, in fact, downstairs. He is sitting in the corner. He's nursing a drink, if what you can tell.
Okay. What was Yorick doing?
He excused himself and went straight to your room. And presumably passes out.
Yeah, she will follow him, make sure like he's actually okay. And then once he's dead to the world, figuratively, she will join everyone else wherever they're going.
Yeah, he quickly passes out.
So, Indigo will find a table for us in a corner that's hopefully slightly, private and quieter. Sorry, go
Probably a
ahead.
better conversation for the bedrooms.
I was thinking that too originally, but then I was like, no, maybe we should be out in the public.
I don't want to have this conversation downstairs in the public.
Okay, fine, we'll go upstairs. So yeah, fine. We'll need to go look around for a
Besides,
tabletop
do you
and
think
go to the
Diana would deign
upstairs.
grace herself downstairs during a bachelor party?
You're right. You never know.
I think that's a big fat no.
So, quiet room?
Quiet room.
Okay.
Indigo's room, I guess. Unless somebody else wants to use their room.
Once upstairs. Gareth will actually close the door. He'll kind of stand against it and be like, so, we're in an alternate dimension. Vance is apparently some sort of leader, as is Liza, as is Jorah. Which apparently isn't Jorah. Did I get everything right?
Yeah. Dora's the queen now, right?
How are we going to fix this? Do we have a plan? Do we need to make a plan? Because I'm not going to stay here.
We have a rough plan, not a concrete plan in any way, shape, or form.
So no, got it.
Yep, nope. We're practically winging it. We do have some ties to the resistance, though, thanks to Ez.
And he kind of perks up a little bit in resistance.
Yes, the resistance.
Zakaran is a fucking piece of shit, and people know that. So, there are groups that have banded together to try to overthrow them.
Okay. Where do I sign up?
I don't think you really need to sign up. I think
I can take
You
you
just-
somewhere.
Yeah, you just kind of show up and you start helping. Kind of what we did.
If.
Oh.
And she'll turn to the rest of the party. You trust him? With your lives?
Didn't steer us wrong in our previous, I don't want to say lives, but previously he never steered us wrong. Insight check though, if I may, make sure he's, still in uppity up.
Go ahead.
That is a 21. No,
Seems
22. Sorry.
fishy, is it? No, he's fine.
And then, is there a window to Inigo's room?
There is a small window that you could theoretically egress out of if there was a fire. But besides that, no.
Am I able to look around and see if anyone's listening?
There is no listening. So, if you don't mind, just give me the name of a contact that you have. I don't care who it is. I'll find them and I'll get in their good graces. We'll figure this out, and we'll push this resistance a little bit further than what they've gotten so far. I assume they haven't been here for 3 days, which it seems like they have.
The resistance has been around for a long time.
Yeah, and they're still fighting this fight. Apparently, they're a little bit more passive than they really need to be. No offense to anybody here, which I know typically comes with a negative connotation, but you'll need some action. You'll need something.
I agree that is why I'm with them. I was sent to them to make sure that things go back to the way they should be.
The scent is in. Then he kind of leaves it open-ended.
She will pull out the medallion that she typically keeps tucked away of the emblem of Messar. A God-sent mission.
He kind of smiles a little bit, and he's like, well, that makes 2 of us, sort of. And he pulls out a small medallion. His is definitely not of Messar. His is of Jorn Clothhammer. He is.
What would she know of him?
He is the most paladin god that there possibly is. We've got a running joke that he's basically Terry Crews. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, that energy just more directed to put down your enemies as you can. Mine necessarily wasn't directly to them, but it definitely was away from what I was doing at one point. So, turns out my path crossed theirs. My path is crossing yours now. Apparently there's got to be some sort of fate to it, especially given that. And he points to your emblem.
Yes. Everything is about fate.
It's funny how that works. One person messes with one thing, and as Indigo likes to say, everything gets all wunkle-dunkle.
Indeed.
Wonka-donkled.
So, like I said, all I need is the name of contact. I will not keep you guys for very long. Whatever it is that you're doing here in the city, go ahead and take care of that. I don't know how long you've been here. I don't know how willing you are to help, but apparently there's some people around here that probably use a little bit of help. More than one person job.
I have to take care of the other person that you saw. Once I know he is safe, I am willing to do anything.
Yeah, sure. We could probably take care of that. And Indigo is actually going to turn to Ez and address her. You think it would be alright if I share the code with Gareth
Why?
that Rosie made? So he can send us messages as well.
I've got that covered. And he reaches in his pocket and he's like, I don't know if they still work, but they worked last time I tried them. Something that Rogan gave me, and hands all of you a rock.
Well, that works too. Never mind.
This will be our way to message each other. Granted, it's just us, but it might help response times.
Probably a lot faster than send a letter, wait for a reply.
Yeah.
So S will kind of pull him to the side and give him the code to find someone, and then tell him where to go to find the safe house.
Okay, he takes it, looks at it for good 3-4 minutes, and then he's like, alright, here you go, and hands it back to you. He was like, I should be able to remember that. Can't guarantee that I will, but I should.
Just gets close and tells him that I forget where. Would most of them know her by her name or by the title? We discussed it once before, but I don't remember.
Your title.
Okay. It just tells him that the Gray Strike sent you.
I will absolutely do that. I'm sure I'm a little bit more persuasive than most people as well. So, and he kind of claps you on the shoulder. He's like, again, it's nice to meet you. Take care of them, please. They're a bunch of idiots.
That is why I met them.
I would take offense to that, but it's also very, very true. Yeah.
Oh, and make sure that Diana, wherever she went to, doesn't get dirty. And he says it in a very sarcastic way. And she just kind of flips him off.
This one is much different than the one I knew about.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. However, either way, knowing that there's two kind of scares me.
From what we've heard, the other one is probably not that much of a problem.
Well, that's the positive, I guess. I'm going to let you all be. I've been sleeping in a warehouse not too far away. I guess it's about time that I get going out of there. So I'm gonna go gather my things.
Do you need any funds, Gareth?
No, I'm fine right now. I can survive well enough on my own.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Alright.
And he exits the room.
That was Gareth.
Apparently.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He always looked out for us. He was nicer than, the jackernames that we've had to deal with. Although he really was our boss, but didn't really treat us like subordinates.
For many people's sakes, I hope you are right.
Me too. I was trying to get a good read on him. I think I did. I think he's still trustworthy.
So what would everybody like to do? It is rather early in the morning at this point. Probably 2 o'clock, give or take. Fargus.
What?
Fargus is still downstairs.
Okay. She's gonna loiter in the hallway or let her room door be open so she can see him pass.
Okay. How about Forrest?
I think the bachelor party would appreciate some music.
Probably.
Yeah,
They're
they'll
probably
go-
willing to tip really well, too.
Yeah, they'll go do that.
All right, go ahead and give me a performance check.
$24.
All right. Yeah, you play exceptionally well. They 100% tip you way more than they should. You get 15 gold from the crowd of 8 men. Mostly in silver and copper, but it is what it is. How about Indigo?
Indigo's gonna go down and party with the bachelor party.
Right. They more than welcome you. They actually pay for your drinks as well. Pitchers just shoveled at you. They're like, you gotta catch up.
All right, let's catch up then.
How about Egan?
Going to keep an eye out at the party, just make sure nobody gets in too much trouble.
Okay. Yeah.
If we get followed or noticed or anything.
No, definitely not. The party is a bit rowdy, and it does die down eventually around 4:30. However, before that, Fargus goes upstairs.
S will walk out of her room, close the door, and just follow him into his.
He seemingly, like he either A, doesn't care, B, didn't notice you. Sits down on the bed, starts taking his boots off.
She is going to throw the half-melted medallion next to him.
And he kind of stops and stares at it, and then keeps taking his boots off.
So, we were attacked on the way back.
Survived, though.
This time.
Was it the Snowman?
And what do you know about that?
Bad decisions made in the past should be left in the past.
But
There's a
I
reason
know.
why I groomed you. If anybody had as much of a vendetta against this guy, it was going to be you.
So what happened?
I haven't always been a guardsman. I was a soldier at one point. So wasn't he. Guess who had the wonderful distinction of training the idiot?
Mm.
And guess who had the wonderful distinction of first battle that we went to, he burned my brother. Reason why I'm not a soldier anymore is because I whooped the fuck out of him. He almost died. He should have died. I don't know why he didn't.
So why did he come and find us at Estan.
Oh, I'm sure that was just orders. Probably something to do with quelling the resistance.
It was a smaller village than Laurent. Why would he go there?
Said probably something to do with orders. I don't have the exact 100% answer for you there.
Is he lying to her?
Would you like to roll an insight check?
I would like to attempt one.
Rolled an 8 total. Does not seem to be lying to you. Does not seem to be telling you half truths.
Why were you pardoned?
At one point, when I was younger, that's what my father did, and that's what his father did, and that's what his father did, and hell, that's what my mother did too. So that seemed like a good idea. And my older brother went there as well. And then after the third or fourth island that we raised, that he was part of, that he just set the entire island on fire for, didn't give any regard to anybody. But they were small enough that people could get away. And then this one, completely deserted. We searched for days, and we still had a party in the jungle, and it was led by my brother. 3 other people were in there, and I feel bad for not knowing their names, but I don't. He got frustrated because, well, we should be gone by now. What's taking them so long? So he set it on fire. And the island burned for 3 days. And guess who had the wonderful job of finding the remains of the people? The man in charge for that platoon, which would be me. I beat him with that amulet, with that medallion right there. Like I said, he should be dead.
It does not explain why you were pardoned.
It's probably a sick joke. One of those make us fight, so he doesn't have to fight you.
So that is not what I want. You know that. But you need to be truthful with me.
Yeah, I was getting there. And I was gonna tell you one day, it's honestly kind
It's
of a sore
hard
subject.
to talk about the family that you watch burn alive.
Yeah, like I said, there's a reason why I picked you. Out of anybody else that I could have picked, I could have picked a big Goliath son of a bitch and just literally ripped his head off. I could have picked a little halfling guy and taught him how to sneak around like I can do. I could have picked a goblin and did some ambush tactics. No, I picked you. Because you have personal vendetta against him as well.
You truly have no reason, no knowledge of why you would have picked a small village, sought out my family specifically, and did that.
Said if I had to guess, it was probably just orders to investigate. And he said, I don't want to investigate, I just want to burn.
My father
I can't
knew
guarantee
you.
anything.
It had nothing to do with my father.
Not to the best of my knowledge. It could have. But I don't know.
Does he still have the jug?
Yeah, it's sitting on his nightstand.
She's just gonna kinda collapse on the floor and lean back against the bed sitting and just drink it.
Drink it until it runs dry,
Yeah.
or until she physically can't drink anymore.
Yeah.
Once you get done, he's like, "Yeah, I would, but probably had too much to drink already." And he just kind of sits there and in silence for however long that you want to.
Yeah, she's not gonna break it. Eventually she will get up and stumble her way to her room.
As you're leaving, he's like, "I'm gonna do something for you. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something for you."
She won't acknowledge him.
You going to bed?
Yep.
Or you're going downstairs to drink further?
No, she's gonna go check on Yorick.
All right. Yeah, no, he's sleeping like a rock.
And then she will too. But probably have horrible nightmares because she was hit by fire multiple times.
Yeah, fire was definitely a thing. Smell a little bit smoky. All of you smell a little bit smoky. The next morning, you wake up. Bright, shiny day. Rather warm, actually. It's a nice day. Beautiful day, actually. All of you slept through breakfast, however. So, unfortunately. Unless, of course, you just didn't sleep, at which point I need a constitution save.
No, I'm totally assuming that we slept till like noon or 2 or mid-afternoon.
Yeah. Wake up and go downstairs. Diana's already down there. She probably had tea and biscuits and scones and all this other bullcrap. She acknowledges you. However, doesn't really give you too much mind. What would you all like to do today?
I drank too much last night. This morning.
Recover from the god-awful hangover?
Yeah. Can we just, I don't know, some greasy bar food? Oh god, no, never mind. That's a bad idea. We just get something to eat. Maybe something lighter on the stomach. And a huge pot of coffee.
One of the waitresses comes over and she's like, "Yeah, I thought that you would need this because I saw you go upstairs last night when I was coming in. So I went out and picked this special for all of you." And she lays down a jug with a green liquid in it. Like, it's a special brew. It tastes god awful, but drink a glass, you'll feel a little bit better.
Oh, you are such a sweetheart. I might love you if this actually works.
Yeah, don't thank me too much.
Okay, I won't. Indigo pours themselves a glass and just chugs it, trying not to smell it.
It's kind of chunky. It's definitely some sort of like wheatgrass concoction. It tastes like lawn clippings. Kind of smells like lawn clippings. However, it is rather hydrating, so it's the positive part. So it does
Not as bad as I thought.
marginally help.
Not as bad as I thought. Okay, good, great.
Ez is gonna eventually zombie shuffle her way downstairs.
Yeah, York, you wake up and York's like reading a book in the corner. Like, this one doesn't even have pictures.
No. It doesn't, does it?
No, it's something that Diana recommended
Everything hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it.
This is gonna grab her head with both hands and lay on hands. 5 points.
You had a long rest, so you don't technically need it. However, we can say that you do that.
Cure the hangover.
Sure. Cure the poison, not poison condition.
Yeah.
How about Forrest?
Forrest is just gonna relax and drink some water with a indigo.
Okay. And then Egan?
Full on breakfast. I'm good to go.
All right. So yeah, you have the rest of the day to do whatever it is that you want to do. Is there anything specific that you would like to do?
Yes, but I feel like it would be a lot more fun with buttons around. The day of, like, sightseeing the city and shopping.
That's fair.
We can say you did it and then do a shopping montage started next game.
Ooh, yeah, there we go. That's okay. Yeah. Can we please? Thank you.
Yes, we can.
Indigo actually needs to make a little bit of money. Their funds are running low.
Okay. How would Indigo like to go about making this money?
That is a wonderful question. I could be devious and sell stuff from my bag, especially now that I have the mask and people can't recognize me with it on, or it's harder to do so. It also try and find a job at the Resistance, making up some false documents for them or something, if that's a possibility as well.
There's a job board as well.
Ooh, job board. That works too. Yes, please, job board.
Okay. Quick rundown of a couple of jobs that you see. There is apparently a farmer just outside of town with some missing cows. There is somebody that is in need of manual labor. Move a bunch of stuff from one spot to another. There is apparently going to be a circus in town in a couple days. They're looking for performers. Sorry. Just temporary, like sideshow performers. And then last says special job requested. Experienced adventurers only. Please inquire at Madame Duke's house. And then it gives an address and it says 3rd tier, show ticket to access.
Can I take these, or do they are they like behind like a plane of glass or something?
You can take each one of them.
Cool.
There seems to be multiple of the special job.
Yeah, okay, so I'll definitely take the special job. I'll also take the sideshow one. Like, not much of a performer, but maybe I could do a knife act or something. Take those and go.
Okay. You taking them back to the group?
I'm sorry, yes.
Okay.
Be like, are you guys interested in a job? I'm a little low on funds. I mean, I know we have our group fund and that's great, but like, I I personally don't have a lot of money, and I don't want to like bug you guys for cash. I think we could do this job, and she'll hold up the special job. I don't know what it's gonna be like at all, but it could be something. And this one's just for me. Unless you guys want to do something too, it's for sideshow for the circus.
Does the name of the special one?
Give me a history check, please.
Nine.
Nope.
Yep.
Actually, let me look at something. Since this is all hoity-toity bullcrap. I need to figure out if she's got history. Does not. So let's see. Diana does actually recognize the name. However, recognizes it from the original, not this one.
Right.
Apparently something to do with in their society, she died like 5 or 10 years ago, but her husband is loaded. Also, apparently has something to do with major shipping between continents, like import-export type stuff.
That's interesting. Good to know, I guess. Do you think they have ties to the crown? I don't know. Like, kind of feels like that might be something, or is it just me?
Most higher ups do. I can ask if anyone that I am associated with knows.
I mean, I hope not, but I mean, I don't know. Just the vibe I got after Guy mentioned that.
I would not be surprised.
Clank kind of chimes in and says, "Would you like me to go around and inquire about this Madam Duke?"
I mean, if you don't mind, Clanky, that'd be appreciated.
I can absolutely do that for you.
Are you able to get up into the higher tier? Or are you going to use that?
I can probably talk my way up there. And he is going to set out. And he is going to roll a 21 to figure out something. What would Forrest and Egan like to do for the rest of the day?
Forrest would like to take a trip up to the temple tier and offer us to take her up as well.
Tess can get up herself if she wants to.
Yep. So what would you like to do up there, just out of curiosity?
Mainly head to the Hildian temple, do some praying, and see if there's any work to do around the temple.
As a matter of fact, there is. Apparently, there was a parishioner recently that requested some assistance getting a work of art back. Apparently, it was stolen at some point. They have a pretty good idea of where it is. They just don't have any evidence. So if somebody would help get that evidence, just kind of generally asking, not necessarily directly asking the church to do that. However, apparently it is a rather wealthy individual.
You could take a look into it.
Okay. The name that you were given. You ready to write it down? Looks like you are. Is Samuel Lockhart.
He's somewhere within the city, correct?
Yes, second tier. Typically found in his art gallery. How about Egan?
Don't really know what to do exactly. I'm gonna, I guess, prowl around for some information.
Okay.
Just in general. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure what I'm looking for exactly.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Or... yeah, I guess persuasion will work.
Well, that's as good as I can do. 21.
That's pretty good. You actually find a little bit of information about some not necessarily fully legal operations. Perhaps a fight club somewhere. Maybe an underground market to get special items. As well as apparently there's some guard work to be done as well if you want to take that job. It will be leaving Rousseau in about a week, and it will be heading down to Bogswallow.
All right, I'll keep it in mind.
All right. The peculiar thing is, I assume that everybody kind of gathers their stuff, and nobody ever sees Fargus. Fargus isn't in his room, you know that much, since the door was wide open. But Fargus is nowhere to be found.
Do you know where Fergie is? As by any chance?
Is
I mean,
that
you're
the
the one that
nickname you're
has-
calling him, really?
Yeah, Fergie. Fergie? No?
I doubt we are going to be seeing him anytime soon.
Did you have a falling out? I mean, it's not really any of our business, but
Not as such, but somewhat.
okay. I won't press more on that. Where are you? So, it looks like we all found different things. So, what do we want to do?
S is going to look at Yorick and what do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
To be 100% honest with you, I want to go wherever you go. I know you're probably not happy about that one, but
I'm
I have a
fairly
reason.
certain that you almost died last night.
Oh, it's fine. Little dirt in it, and it'll be fine. But the main thing is I want to learn from somebody. I don't give a shit who. Of how to actually defend myself so I don't get put in that same situation. Preferably, and he turns to Indigo, you.
Me?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm good with a bow already. Ask can tell you that.
Okay. I'm also good with a bow. My skills are a little bit more sneaky rather than hunter. Is that alright with you?
That's fine by me. I know how to do
Alright.
the outdoorsy stuff. I just need to know how to do the sneaky stuff.
Alright. We'll work on it. Me and you. We got this.
Then he turns back to us. It's like, that doesn't mean that I don't want to learn how to smack things with a sword, but
It's fine.
I just figured
Okay,
if I
you can use a sword too. You don't have to use a bow.
Yeah, I just figure if I can put a little bit of distance, that increases my survivability way more.
I won't ask you to stay away again. Obviously, it didn't do anything in the long run.
Oh no, it did something. It was just counterproductive.
Yes.
Didn't realize that the issue that you had from before was this big of an issue, by the way.
It's everything.
We can work through it. That's fine. Well, maybe I can help you in the end. Who knows?
It will be nice to be near you again.
He just kind of smiles and he nods and he's like, I'm going to go buy a bow now.
What's his strength?
His strength?
Yeah.
Nowhere near yours.
No.
It is positive.
The is it a +2?
For strength?
Yeah.
It's either almost a +2 or it's a +2.
So she's got the she has the corded longbow. If he wants that.
He doesn't know it. I mean, he would take it.
It's his choice, but it's an option for him if that's what he wants.
He'd, let's see exactly what his strength is. He goes to pull it and he has a bit of a hard time, but he does eventually get it back. And he's like, that's a little bit too much for me.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna go shopping later today, tomorrow. I don't know. Our day kind of got busier than we were expecting. We'll definitely get you a bow. No biggie. You just want one to mess around with until we get your own. You can borrow mine. I don't use it often.
No, I've got one in mind.
Okay.
And I have a feeling that I can work a deal out to get it.
Alright. Sounds great.
May or may not have went out and looked this morning. Well, all of you were sleeping.
Man of action. Got good taste there, Ez.
Man of boredom, not action. Let's be honest here. Clank does, however, eventually come back. Apparently, she is still in the import-export. However, word on the street is she despises the crown. Word on the street. Not necessarily guaranteed. However, I mean, that's better than, oh, she loves him.
Right. We also need to get Yorick armor, by the way. I don't think he has any.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, we need to get him a kit.
Need to get him his level 1 gear.
Yeah.
We'll get him all sorted up.
A weapon and a shield and scale mail or leather armor. Long bow and 20 arrows. You figure out what class he's going to be at.
I'm guessing either
We'll get
ranger or
fighter.
rogue.
He's a ranger. And I rolled randomly.
It fits him, though. Woodsman that he is.
Yeah. Yeah. It just took him until he was, 27, 28 to get there?
Yeah, you know.
All right.
All
so,
hail the lumberjack.
sure.
No, woodsman, hunter.
Speaking of such things, woodsmen, hunters, fishers, the food issue.
Yeah.
I need everybody to roll me a perception check
Okay.
during your daily things.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry, you said perception, correct?
Yes.
That is a dirty 20 for Indigo.
24.
I got an 8.
So Forrest doesn't notice. However,
22.
everybody else notices that there are people putting up flyers all over the place. From a distance, you can read by order of the crown on all of these flyers.
I want to go up and read one.
States by order of the crown, beginning of the month, all citizens are required to register for a ration card. Any citizen that does not register for a ration card and will not be able to receive food from vendors. Those that have the ability to grow food themselves may do so in limited quantities. However, they must give part to the crown. All farmers will be audited, and all hunters and fishers will be disbanded until further notice. The crown will provide proper meat as needed.
I mean, I know we knew this was coming, but this is some bull caca.
Yes, it is.
Most people haven't really noticed yet, so there's not really an uproar. However, for those that have, they're visibly angry. However, Forrest, actually, no, because you didn't see, which that would explain why you didn't see. And you were up in the higher tiers, so either you didn't see or they didn't have any. Everybody in the lower tiers, you saw this.
I think we need to take that job that Gareth was talking about. We really do. We need to start moving faster on the crown. Because this is going to kill so many people by starvation.
We could check and see to make sure that he got in with the people that he needed to.
Alright. You know, I didn't take it because I didn't think anything of it, but there was another job on the job board about cows. What if the crown is stealing people's cattle, livestock already?
What was his job?
The farmer just wanted help finding out where his cattle went. I think it said a handful of them was missing. Well, I don't know, like two to four, something like that.
I mean, I can't see that one taking very long. And it might be a good warm-up for the new adventurer here.
That's true. What do you say, York?
Sure. Just make sure I don't get whatever the hell that was last night.
There is no guarantees. That's why it is so dangerous. But we will do our best. We have healing potions. We have healing spells.
First and foremost, I think you're gonna need armor.
Well, then let's go ahead and go do that. And he produces 20 gold, and he's like, is this going to be enough for everything? Do you think?
S will pull out...
No, but we got you. Your sugar mama got you. I'm kind of poor right now. I bought everybody stuff last time we went out shopping.
Don't worry about the money.
I get to tell Buttons what happens with that necklace now. It's been multiple days.
Hopefully we didn't just kill Button or Diana with
It's fine.
cursed necklace.
It's fine. It's just not Diana anymore, maybe.
No, it's fine. He just kind of smiles. All right, I mean, don't go crazy. But I guess.
We have enough to cover it, don't worry. I have enough to cover it. She'll discreetly pull out this probably overly bulging sack and then hide it back away.
And you're just like, yep, you do. I don't want to know where you got that. Let's get going. What exactly are you wanting to get for him?
Well, I mean, not that we technically know this in game yet, but if above the table, if he's gonna be a ranger, wouldn't studded leather probably be best? I mean, I know they could do scale mail too, but that's clinky clanky.
Doesn't studded leather also impose disadvantage on stealth?
No.
It does not.
Oh. How much would a +1 be?
That is uncommon, so 500.
That's a bit more than I want to
25.
spend.
Yeah.
So probably
I think a normal set it's like 45, 50, something like that.
Yeah, we could get him a kit, like just this adventuring kit.
That's funny.
I mean, I'm assuming we'll have to go build it ourselves, but that's basically what it's going to end up being. Camping supplies, armor, weapons, extra weapons.
So, you get a hold of studded leather like you want. What, melee weapon do you want to give him?
He asked for a bow, and he said he knew where one was.
Do you want to give him a melee weapon? Just in case?
Sword or daggers.
Okay, he would probably take short sword.
Yeah, a rapier.
He'd be more than happy with a short sword.
Okay.
He was just going to use like a butcher knife.
Yeah, no.
And then as far as other miscellaneous equipment like camping gear and climbing gear and all that stuff, he just give me a bedroll and a blanket and some rope, I guess. And I've got the bow taken care of, and I'll get everything else on my own. For whatever reason, those are expensive.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to take up more of your money than I have to. I'm sure you have better things to spend this on than me. So.
I mean, no, not really.
What about stuff to make you less likely to die?
I don't wear armor.
Yeah, I still don't understand how that works, but sure.
I just get really angry and it just works for me.
Then I know you've got your shield and you've got that old sword.
Yes.
Which...
I also have a sword that makes fire now.
Oh, that's cool.
Egan made it for me.
Good to know.
You want to borrow mine? You can borrow mine. I also have one. It's a short sword. So pull it out. I've used it a couple times, but it still has a couple of charges on it.
No, I'm okay.
Oh, come on. You know you want it.
No, I think you're going to need more than me.
Yeah.
AKA, DM says no. And he kind of walks you down the street as this is all going on. And he stops in front of a shop, and it's just this little hole-in-the-wall shop, and it's got an old elven guy back there hand-making bows. And he's like, I want that one back there, and it's a bright green bow that is made out of wood. He's like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that stupid thing. Looks a little bit larger than normal. However, it is extremely well made.
What is it made out
of? I think it's living wood. Basically, if something happens to it and it gets broken, I can throw it in water and leave it for a day. And it'll fix itself.
That sounds very handy.
Yeah, that's why I wanted that one.
What kind of deal did you work out?
I'll tell you in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
He's like, if you want to come in and listen to this whole ordeal, by all means, but I'm gonna try to handle this one by myself.
Whatever you want me to do.
Then he heads inside. Does anybody actually join him?
If he seemed like he wanted us to, yes, but I think Ez might stay outside.
I'm going in. Just for shits and giggles.
Okay. Okay, so the first part of the conversation goes fairly well. The old elven man really didn't have a clue as to why he walked in there. Yorick says something about the bow on the wall. Gets a laugh out of him, and he's like, "No, that's not for sale." And he's like, "No, I don't care what I got to do. I want to earn it, not necessarily buy it from you, but earn it from you." After a little bit of back and forth, the old elven guy is like, "Tell you what, I'll give it to you if you and or your group can bring me back a dragon head. And I'll tell you where one is." They're at least supposed to be. It's an old dragon den. Had some eggs in it last time I knew. This was like 20 years ago, though. And he takes out a map. He marks it on it. It's about a day and a half northeast. He is like, if I were you, I would go in expecting something acidic. And York just kind of looks at him and is like, you kind of an ass, but if we run across it, sure.
Just one dragon egg?
No, the dragon head.
Head.
Yes. Sound like fun?
Does he at least buy a bow?
He does, in fact, buy a bow. It's a regular bow and some arrows. But I mean, at least he buys a bow.
At least he got a bow.
How long has that dragon been around?
Like I said, last time I was up there, just a bunch of eggs. Decided to not destroy them because I didn't think that anything would come of them. But that was like 20 years ago. So, at most, 19 years.
Unless we run into Mama.
Yeah, unless you run into Mama, but I don't think Mama's around anymore.
Okay. Good luck, kid.
So, with that, I'm going to call it for this evening. You have quests.
Thank you for joining us in our adventures into the world of Sarna. As always, if you have any questions for our adventurers or DM, please leave them in a comment here or on any of our social media links, which will be able to be found on our link tree down below. If you want to continue joining us in our after-game talks and care, we have a Patreon where even our lowest tier will unlock them all. Please remember to like, follow, and subscribe if you are enjoying our content, or let us know how you think we can do better. We are always looking for suggestions. The world is a crazy place. So stay safe, and we hope to see you again.